Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face featuring nothing new. So you guys know I'm constantly doing testing new makeup, first impression videos, but I love playing with things that I already have in my collection because I have some really good stuff and I have a lot of favorites. And I like to do these videos to show you guys that you don't need to go out and buy all this new makeup or feel the pressure for like all of these new makeup releases because I know it's a lot. So you can create really beautiful makeup looks with stuff that you already have in your collection. So I like to do these usually once a month or so because I have a lot of really great products that I love, and today I wanted to highlight some of those holy grails, some old favorites, and also products that are just really good that I haven't shown a ton of love to lately. So I also want to give a big thank you to Urban Decay for sponsoring today's video. Life truly does come in full circle, you guys, because the Urban Decay Naked Palette was the first high-end purchase that I ever purchased when I was 16 years old working at Burger King. I actually worked there for 2.5 years, by the way, but here I am 8 years later working with Urban Decay. It's crazy how life works. So I'm so grateful and I'm so excited to show you guys some of my favorites from Urban Decay, as well as some of their most popular products in today's video. So Urban Decay is cruelty free and some of their products are also vegan as well, which makes me very happy. So yeah, thank you to Urban Decay for working with me in today's video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Definitely grab a snack and let's get into a full face of nothing new. All right, here we go. So starting off with eyes first, of course, like always. Comment down below if you guys do your face makeup first and then like tell me the order you do your makeup down below because I'm always brows, eyes, face, then I finish up the eyes and then I do the lips. Sometimes I do the lips in between, but brows first, always, forever. So anyways, today I am really kicking it back old school, like all the way back, because I am using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the original. So I've been using a lot of the same eye primers in my videos, so I'm like, let me switch it up. This is like an OG product. I remember when I first purchased the Urban Decay Naked Palette, the mini version came with the palette as well as the dual-ended brush, and I was so excited. So I'm using this today because it's an OG favorite, I feel like, for a lot of people. And I love eyeshadow primer because I really feel like it makes your shadows pop. I used to not really use it a few years ago, but I feel like it's so much better, at least for me and my lids, versus concealer because your shadows just pop and last all day. Like my shadows when I use eye primer, like no matter what, my shadow is not coming off until I take it off with makeup remover at the end of the day when I use eyeshadow primer. So for me, it's a must. Today for eyeshadow palette, I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This is my holy grail favorite eyeshadow palette. I love everything about this palette, the packaging, the colors. I love the pops of color, but still how they're very wearable. The shimmers are incredible. All of the shades in here work really well together. They blend seamlessly. They layer really nicely. I've talked about this palette a million times. Ever since it came out like over 2 years ago, I've been loving it and it's definitely a staple in my collection. So I'm going to start off with the color right here called Still Shot. I'm going to take a little bit of the color Riff and I'm going to apply that in my crease. When I apply the color in my crease, I also like to apply it on the outer part, on the lid, pretty much everywhere, again, just to help the other colors blend a little bit more seamlessly. So I built that up quite a bit and I love the way the two colors look together. I feel like the transition shades, they complement each other really nicely. Now it is time for a little pop of color. So I'm going to use the color Radio, and this is like a really beautiful deep teal. I'm just going to apply that all over the lid. So I like to use a flat concealer brush. This one is from the Crown Case, and I'm going to spray my brush and then just apply the color on the lid. Then I'm gonna take the color Jet in here, which is a nice black, and I'm gonna apply that on the outer crease just to make everything a little bit more smoky. And then with that color Jet, I'm just gonna put that on the outer part of the crease. I wanna just make the teal up here a little bit more like smoky, and I feel like it's gonna make the teal pop a little bit more. And then with a different blending brush, I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that. So now jumping into eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion. So I recently actually picked up the color 0, and I thought it was like the blackest shade for some reason, but Perversion is the deepest, darkest black shade that they have. It's like a true jet black. So I'm gonna use this to line my waterline later on, but right now I'm gonna use it to tightline my upper lash line. And then for liner, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. You guys, this is actually waterproof, like not even kidding. If you're gonna be crying or you're gonna be wearing this through the sweat, the heat, if you live in hot climate, you need this. This is incredible. It's also really easy to work with, and you can see it has a nice fine tip. So overall, this is a really nice eyeliner, and the packaging is also really nice. So you do have to shake it. So I'm gonna shake it up and do a wing. Okay, so I just popped on some lashes. These are dramatic. I know they're not for everybody, but I wanted something really voluminous, black and dark with the dark eyeshadow that I have. If I would have used something a little bit less voluminous, the lashes would have just got lost with the shadow. So I used the Jessica lashes. This is a subscriber's lash brand. I really like these, and these are in the style Yezi. So I'll leave them linked down below. They're really pretty. She has a bunch of beautiful styles. So for primer, I'm gonna go with the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. So this gives you like the most beautiful, natural, subtle glow to your skin, but your makeup adheres really well and will last all day with this. So I tested this out a few months back in a testing new makeup video in the summer, and I really, really like it. My makeup lasts all day when I wear this, and you can just see it gives your skin like the prettiest glow. So if you're into a glow, but you don't want anything too much, I think this is really pretty. I feel like it just makes your skin look very plump, but your makeup will also last all day. So I really like it. And my skin's been dry lately, so I'm like, please give me all the dewy products. For foundation today, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Born to Glow. This was like my go-to for forever. Like this is definitely one of like top tier holy grail foundations. It's like 10 bucks and it's so good. So I have this one in the shade Medium Olive, which honestly might be a little bit too light for me. I'm just gonna use a brush. Yeah, this is a little bit too dark. I probably need to go down a shade, but this is what I have, so this is what we're gonna use. I'll just bronze my chest and make it work that way. Has great coverage, but it also, again, it's gonna give you that really pretty glow. I love this. So I just used a little bit just to pretty much even out my skin tone and make everything look really smooth and seamless. So I have two concealers here that I want to use because I want to mix, because I don't know if this one's going to be light enough or like to lighten up this foundation. So I'm going to use the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I really like this in the shade Biscotti. This is very like full coverage. It's super creamy though, and it's a good formula. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. I think actually this might be light enough. Let's add a little bit of this. I don't have another shade in this, so I'm gonna just add a little bit of the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer, and this one's in the shade Nude Beige. It's right on the top. So I'm gonna use this just to lighten it up a little bit. And I'm also gonna put some right down here. I'm gonna use my Haley's Beauty Sponge. You guys know I love this. Actually, I think that should work. That is pretty. I really like that Jouer concealer, actually. I'm gonna blend out the inner corners of my concealer with a brush. The Catrice concealer, what did I say? I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Catrice concealer has like a different kind of smell. Like it sort of smells like soap. It doesn't smell bad. I just don't remember it smelling like that before. Maybe it did, I don't know. I'm I'm just gonna blend out the inner corners. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little cream bronzer today, and I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette. I'm pretty much just gonna mix these three colors right here. And I'm just gonna stipple this in just to add some color to the skin. I love how everything just like melts into the skin really nicely. Then for blush, I'm gonna use a little cream blush, and I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint in the shade Work. This is like a really pretty like natural rose. I love the wash of color. Then to set the concealer, I'm gonna go with the number 7 Translucent Perfect Light Loose Powder. This is actually also one of my favorites. I don't have a ton of favorite, well, I do have a lot of favorite powders, but I usually alternate between all of them. I have maybe like top 10, top 8 maybe that I use a lot, but this is really good. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and set the bronzer. I'm just gonna use my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in 03 Suntan. This is probably my favorite drugstore bronzer. It's like a really nice color, and it has a great formula. I'm also gonna add a ton of bronzer to my chest right here because it's exposed, because that foundation is a little too dark for me. So this is kind of my way of balancing everything out and making it look as like even as possible. I think that looks a little bit better. So just a little bronzer on the chest always does the trick. For blush, I want to keep it really simple, very like soft on the cheek. So I'm going to use the Jouer Adore Blush Duo. One of my favorites, just because again, it is so natural. I'm just gonna swirl my brush in here just to set the cream. Oop. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. So this is cute. I did a full face of Flower Beauty and I was like, oh, this is like really intense. So I'm gonna go into this color right in the middle because it's like a pinky. I kind of want like pinky tones on the cheeks today. And I'm being very light-handed because this palette is intense. Like this is like, look at that, like the real deal. So I'm kind of like blending it out also as I go because it's a lot. Oh my gosh, that's a lot and it keeps getting more intense. Hold on, let's blend it out. There we go. All right, blending is key. Let me set my brows. I'm gonna use Glossier Boy Brow. I'm either using this, NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, or e.l.f. Brow Wow Gel. Let's do the lips because my lips are fiending for a lip color. Going in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil. So these are actually really good. I just got this like about a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago or so, and this is bomb. So this one's in the shade Conspiracy. Just like their eye pencils, the lip pencils are actually just as creamy. Was not really surprised when I tested this out because their eye pencils are just so good. This is the same exact formula. And this color is really nice because it's like a deeper kind of nude. And then I'm gonna top this off with the CLS Stay All Day liquid lipstick. And this one's in the shade Lidl. Goes really nicely with the lip liner. Now this is always my struggle, making this look even. So we're dark and vampy today. So of course for the eyes, I gotta finish these up. We have a lot going on the top. We gotta balance everything out on the bottom. I am gonna go back into, of course, the Born to Run palette. And look, I hit pan on the black shade. It feels so satisfying hitting pan on eyeshadows. I love it. Anyways, I'm gonna go into the color Good As Gone, actually, which is just like a nice chocolate brown. And I'm gonna smudge that on the lower lash line. And I'm just gonna line the waterline again with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Perversion. So creamy, and I love how black this liner is. Only other thing besides lower lash mascara that I'm gonna do is just highlight the inner corners, and I'm gonna go back into the, I'm trying to get this open with my fingers. I'm gonna go back into the Flower Beauty palette. I think I'm just gonna use these two colors right here. And I'm just gonna, oh yes, apply that right in the inner corners. Okay, last but not least, I have to set the makeup. I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Setting Spray. Again, it's just like the primer. This is gonna make your makeup last. It's gonna really do a good job at absorbing all of your powders and just making everything look a little bit more seamless, and it's gonna give you a natural glow. So I have a lot of favorite dewy setting sprays, and a lot of them, if you use too much, it can be intense, but with this, I found that it just gives you the most subtle, beautiful glow to the skin. So I'm gonna just basically drown it in this. That is just what I needed. It feels amazing. We are like ready for a holiday party. All right, you guys, so that is it for this video. Full face featuring nothing new. I hope this inspired you to play with products that you already have in your collection and create like a really pretty holiday look. I love the way everything turned out. I love this look. I feel like very smoky. This is different than what I typically do. You guys know whenever I do like dark eyes, I usually do like a super nude lip. So this time I got a darker nude and darker eyes. So for me, this is out of my comfort zone. This is a big deal, but I love the way everything turned out. Everything worked really well hand in hand together. I mean, these are all products that I've used and love, but sometimes I forget about like the really great products that I have in my collection. So I will link everything that I used, of course, down below if you guys are interested. And if you guys do want to check out the products that I used today from Urban Decay, I do have a coupon code if you decide to shop on their website. You can use code Jasmine15 for 15% off your purchase. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.